all of you guys, all levels, fairly advanced, but I'm gonna show you different options. So again, I'm a PT. I'm always gonna be mindful of injury prevention, listen to your body, follow along, subscribe to the channel, join me every week, live classes. Weights are optional. If you've got them, bring them. Not needed, but always suggested for core work. Again, advanced, I'm gonna show you guys different options. This is for anybody who just needs to add some core strength into their life, a little bit of low back strength, health, more definition in your abs, etc. We're gonna start off in standing. That's the sequence. We're gonna get through a little bit of a warm up, then we're gonna take it down onto the mat for a power core series, and then stretch and be done. That's it, 30 minutes. Let's start off in standing, just nice, easy warm up. I'm gonna add in a little bit of a yoga warm up just to get our bodies moving, and then I'll explain the series for today. Reach up to the sky, just get some length. Let's just start with a nice easy warm up. Again, just getting the body moving. We want supple joints as well as strength, right? We want some muscle definition, but also we need mobility. We need everything moving nicely. Reach to the sky, take a nice long inhale, lengthen. Think about your posture, crown of the head to the ceiling, ears over shoulders, elongate through the spine. One more breath here. And then exhale, bring your arms all the way down. Let's just go through an easy little yoga, quick warm up just to stretch, move around. Knees are soft, just stretch it out, shake out any tension here. Just kind of feeling where any tightness might be in your body. Hold it here for one more breath. We're gonna speed up as soon as we warm up. And then on your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straighten out the knees, get a nice stretch in your hamstrings, brace with your abs. This is your hinge, your hip hinge. Hold it here for one breath. Tuck the chin in. And then bring your hands down, step back into plank. A little nice upper body strengthening. Warm up those shoulders and our core. Tuck the chin in, brace with your abs, hold for one breath. And then exhale, knees down, slowly lower chaturanga, elbows close to your sides, uncurl your toes. We're almost done with this flow, little baby cobra stretch. Get some nice extension in the spine. This should feel good on the back. Pull the shoulders down your back. One breath here. Exhale back down. Uncurl your toes, push yourself back, downward facing dog. That is the whole flow. You do not need to be a yogi or great at yoga to get some benefit from a little bit of yoga. Just easy mobility, pedal the feet, get your calf and ankles a nice little stretch. Let's go through that series one more time. Easy, and then we'll move on. Walk your hands back to your feet when you feel ready. Take your time, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly articulate through your spine. Get that spine moving. Inhale, reach to the sky. Round two. Lengthen crown of the head to the ceiling. Posture, nice tall spine here. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the arms down. Soft knees. Protect the back. Hold it here, one breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, hip hinge. Abs are braced. Hands come down, plank. Step it back. Warming it up, warming up our core, warming up our shoulders, warming up our hips. One breath here. And then if you want to come down with the knees, or if you want to come all the way down to chaturanga, controlled, work that upper body. Your upper body is part of your core, right? Not just our abs. Up dog or cobra, come all the way up. If this feels nice on the back, come all the way up. Again, pull the shoulder blades down your back. Engage those big lat muscles. That's going to help to stabilize and protect that lower back. Pull them down. Abs are on just a little bit. This should feel like a nice stretch in that lower back. Not pinchy, a little bit of abs engaged here. Last breath, enjoy this extension of the spine. We're always flexed and hunched over things all day. Get some extension, your back needs it. And then exhale back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. Let's move on. Let's get into a little bit of chair pose, which is basically just our squat. Open up those hips before we come into our series. So every class I teach, we've got this main core series of 3 moves, advanced, but I'll show you guys options. Again, if you're active, you're 40 plus, you're trying to just stay fit, you want to protect your lower back, you've got some niggling aches and pains, this class is for you. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let's come into chair pose. Rolling up slowly, head coming up last. Chair pose is your back squat. It's your air squat, right? So you can call it whatever you want. Yoga, CrossFit, whatever. Give yourself a nice wide stance. Now, I do my chair pose differently than a lot of yogis. I say go wide. If you have tight hips and you're here, it's gonna start to look funky. It's not gonna feel great. So I want you guys to get some depth. So that might mean stepping the width of your mat, right? Arms can go overhead, and then I'm gonna sink back into my chair, AKA my squat. This is your back squat. Now, if your arms go overhead and then all of a sudden you start to look like this guy, archy back, bring the arms down, right? So if you've got really tight lats, That's why this is happening. So bring them down, bring them lower, hands on the hips. What I want is this nice neutral spine here. Abs are engaged, hinging, sitting back and down into the squat. Now, if you can't go really low with your squat, bring your feet wider, and let's go through this a couple times. Let's try to get some depth. Again, your squat is a beautiful way. Hold it here. Get as low as you can into your squat. Weight is in my heels, but my toes are planted. My hips are back, so I'm not here. I'm here. And then you just find your depth and just hold it for 4. 4 counts. Again, the squat is a great way to strengthen your hips, but it's also a great way to get some flexibility, mobility into your hips. So use this squat. 3. 2 more breaths. My abs are engaged. 1, stand it up, shake those legs out. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, shake it out, release tension. We're gonna do that again 2 more times. Getting into that squat. Again, great way to strengthen our hips. We don't have a lot of weights, but we're using our body weight for our squat. Roll back up. It's also a great way to get some mobility in the hips, knees, ankles, right? Abs are engaged. Arms go up or here, flat back, shoulders down. Exhale, sink back into my chair pose, AKA my squat. Give yourself some space in those hips. Try to focus on this second round. Get a little bit lower. Sink back. Again, if you got tight ankles, tight hips, this is gonna be really hard to get low. Give yourself some space. Bring the feet wide. Hold it here. Abs are engaged. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Eyes are looking forward. Weight is in my heels for 4. For 3. For 2, stay low. 1, stand it up, shake it out. Last time, we're gonna do 1 more round, then we're gonna finish out our warm-up. We're gonna get into that core series. It's spicy today. Exhale, forward fold. We've got a lot of obliques today. Why? I don't know, because I like obliques. That's what we're doing today. Inhale, reach. Last time with our chair pose. Get lower if you can. Again, give yourself some here. Maybe your feet go out, maybe go this way. Reach to the sky. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Eyes are looking forward. Abs are braced. Sink low into my squat. Whatever you got to do, if you got some weights and you want to add them in, great, go for it. We're going to add weights into our core series. But again, this is just your squat, right? Lots of options to add weights. Use the squat. Get some depth. Get as low as you can. Hold for 4. For 3, feet can be here, feet can be here, feet can be wide. 2. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Abs are braced. Last one, stand up, shake it out. Ooh, done with that. Hips should feel warmed up. Let's just finish with a little bit of a spine mobility. Let's do cat-cow. Why? Because I like it. Feels really nice on almost everybody. Even my patients with lower back pain, almost anybody can do this cat-cow, and it's kind of just nice, feels good. Keep it simple. We don't need to get complicated. When we're dealing with getting stronger or we're just rehabbing injuries, sometimes just focusing on keeping it simple. It's consistency. Can I get into a nice mobility routine every day or every week? Can I do my core strength twice a week? It's just consistency, guys. Doesn't need to be fancy, exciting, crazy stuff. Keep it simple, keep it repeatable. Subscribe to my channel. You can join me every week for more of this. A little bit of mobility, a little bit of strength. Last few here. Articulate through that spine, move through that entire spine. Are there any sticky spots in your back, upper back, mid back, low back? Breathe, inhale 1 more time. Exhale. All right, we are done. Let's come into this core series. So today we've got 3 moves. I'm gonna show you guys modifications, options. Again, a little spicy. Why? I don't know. Just kind of like making some challenging core work. Again, if you can't do a Russian twist, that's gonna be our seated twist here. Come onto your back and just do some bicycle crunches, right? Obliques is the theme of the day. Every week is something different. Join me for next class. Who knows what I'll do next time. If you've got the weights, hug them in, engage my, right? Squeeze. I'm not this guy. I'm here. Remember that, lats. Stabilize your back. And then if you don't have weights, you want to add some balance, challenge, lift the legs up. Right, that's gonna challenge your core as well. Again, obliques is rotation. So let's get some nice rotation here. So let's start, this is our first move. So starting, if you don't have weights, that's okay. I'm just adding in this nice rotation. Again, focusing on The key workout for today, we're definitely focusing on a lot of rotational work, connection, arm across to that opposite leg. Why? This is power. This drives that power for walking, sports, connection, control through our torso. So it's not this. Try to really work on some nice rotation. It's also a nice way to open up, stretch, mobilize that spine with some nice twist. I love my Russian twist. It's really a nice one. Again, if this doesn't feel great on your back, you're like, oh, my back just always gets sore. That's not the point of this move, right? So I might tell my patient, okay, let's not do the Russian twist. If it's just bothering your back, this should be obliques. This should be those abs in the front, that rotational work in the front and being engaged. So come onto your back and maybe just do some bicycle crunches instead. Right? So we've got other moves coming up. We'll be on our back. But again, you got to do you. You got to do what's right for you. These are not the easiest moves. I wouldn't start someone off with a weighted Russian twist. If you've got weights, add them. If you've got heavier weights, add them. Focus on your form. Again, what do we want to be feeling here? Obliques, not my lower back, right? Nice rotation, nice breath work. This is our first round. We have 3 rounds, 3 moves. That's it. Make the most of your time. Again, it does not need to be crazy exercises. You need to be efficient, effective, consistent. So let's finish these, and then I'm going to take us into that next move, which is going to be on our back. Again, obliques, key core muscle we're working today. We started off with a little bit of squats. We're going to finish with a little bit of lower back. But the main workout today is definitely obliques. You will be sore tomorrow in a good way. Let's do 4 more here. In 3, in 2, and 1 on your back. Ankle grabs is next, obliques, no weights are needed, head is down. I'm gonna reach, I'm gonna tuck my chin in to support my neck. On my exhale, bring the rib cage down here, and then I'm just reaching. Exercise 2. So we've got a seated Russian twist. We've got ankle grabs here. Again, obliques, obliques, obliques. And then we've got an alternating arm and leg reach, a little V up. That's our 3rd move. And I'll show you some options if you want to add the weights to that last move. That is our workout for today. 3 rounds, 3 moves, advanced, modify as needed based on what is right for you. You can also have your hands here if your neck is getting tired. Again, tuck that chin and activate those deep neck flexors. That's going to help stabilize that neck. I don't want to be here, right? Here. Strengthen those little neck flexors here. Side to side. This move is hard to do wrong. It's hard to not feel your obliques. That's why I like it, right? You want to understand what is the muscle group that you are targeting for your exercises and then hit them hard, right? We don't have a lot of time. I don't got a lot of time. You don't have a lot of time. Let's be efficient with our work, right? So again, second move, a little bit of ankle, side to side. I'm reaching for those ankles. I can have my hands here to support my neck. Again, if you don't like this one, doesn't feel great, you could do something else like those bicycles, right? Last few here. Should be feeling a little bit of fatigue. And we're going to come into an alternating arm and leg. That is our 3rd move. I'm going to show you options. So you can add the weights. You can do opposite arm and leg reaching. I'll give you another modification if you can't do either of those. Let's finish here in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Relax. Let the head relax. So opposite arm and leg, we're going to do a V up. I'm going to show you 3 options. So level 1, well, it's actually pretty advanced, is going to be here. Exhale, reach, opposing arm and leg. Now, if you're like, my neck is tired, Dara, I don't want to do that, you can do this. You could turn it into a little bit of a modified bicycle crunch. You could be here. You could be here. Or if you're like, I just want to give my neck a rest, you could be here and just hold that weight. Reach, reach, or reach. Now the goal with this one, so pick whichever one you want to do. I'm going to do the first one because it's the hardest to me. As my legs lower, my lower back stays pressed down. So that is the key. This part. this part. It's not this. So the number one thing that I have to cue my patients, my clients, is as your arms and legs get away from you, whichever version you're doing, your lower back needs to stay pressed down. If it's not pressed down the whole time, your rib cage is not engaged in the front, it's wrong. Totally wrong, according to me. It's not correct. Your back is not being stabilized. And guess what? Your lower back's probably going to feel sore. That ain't it. That's not the point of this exercise. I want some deep abdominal engagement. I like the head elevated, especially if someone is struggling to maintain this. Lift your head up. Should feel like a crunch. Exhale as you come up. Use your breath. That breath is a part of your core. Core is not just abs, guys. We've got our pelvic floor, we've got our diaphragm, we've got our abs, we've got our back, we've got all of it. Let's utilize it. So again, pick your level. I'm giving you a lot of instruction. Why? Because I don't want your back hurting. I really want your abs targeted. All right, so that's how I teach. Lots of instructions here. Again, you guys could do this one. Let's do a few more, and then we're gonna come back into that first move, our Russian twist. In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. I'm gonna stop blabbing. Let's get back into it. Russian twist, pick your version, challenge yourself, but focus on form, right? No spacing out. I don't want a half-assed Russian twist. This ain't it, right? Be attentive. We have limited time, so let's get the most bang for our buck. Again, you can absolutely get results in abs definition, strength, power, low back, health, but pay attention, right? Just pay attention to my class. You can space out the rest of the day today. Again, nice rotation. If you have heavier weights, get heavier. If you can keep this controlled, challenge yourself. Use your upper body. This is a great way to add in more upper body work. That's why I like adding weights into my core work. Sneak in a little bit of upper body strength. If you're one of my runners or my cyclists, you probably are not getting, or swimmers, maybe you're getting a little bit of upper body, not enough, right? Cardio is not lifting weights. So let's stay focused. Obliques, rotate, twist, get some nice full rotation. Can you really rotate through your spine? Again, you want mobility, not just strength. We need to move those joints. Otherwise, you're gonna get injured, especially as you get older, right? Last few here. We're gonna come onto our back. Ankle grabs are next in 4. In 3. In 2. You should be feeling your obliques. I know I'm feeling mine. On your back, ankle grabs, whatever version. You could do bicycle crunches. I don't care. Find obliques that are challenging to you. Chin is tucked in. Bracing those. If you ate a lot yesterday for Thanksgiving, this may not feel great on your stomach, so modify as needed. Reach side to side. Tuck the chin. Maybe add some speed this round. Change the tempo. Lots of things we can play with our workouts. Doesn't have to just be weights. It could be speed, it could be reps, it could be circuit, it could be a number of things. It could be pauses, holds. This round we're gonna go a little bit faster. So add some speed. And then we have that V up last. Again, options, modify based on what feels right for you. Focus on doing the most challenging version you can do with optimal form, right? Pay attention. What muscle group am I working? Focus. Mind-body connection. 4, 3, 2, 1. V-ups. Again, what was my main cue here? Lower back needs to stay planted as you lower. It's the lowering part. If you've got a bigger leg, guess what? It's gonna be even harder. I got a tiny little leg, much easier for me to control here. So if you've got a big, meaty, muscly leg, this is work. You have to stabilize even more here. Brace with your abs. Press your rib cage down. Lift the head up, need be. If you wanna have the weights here, you can, and just focus on the legs or up with the weights, right? Turn it into more of that pike. Again, control whichever version that you can do. This one's hard. Definitely gonna feel this on my abs if I keep doing these. It's that lowering. You need to maintain that control as you lower. So there is, when I say there's not even like a millimeter of space in my lower back, I mean that. Really maintaining this, press down. Exhale, breathe. We've got one more round, and then that's it. We're just gonna cool down, basically. A little bit of lower back sneak in there, a little bit of last little lower back strength. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, let's make it happen. Stay focused, eyes on the prize, sitting on those little sit bones. Back is engaged, my lats. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades down my back. I'm gonna grab my weights. If you got them, elevating the legs. If you really wanna challenge yourself, up to you. I love obliques. I think I like obliques the most, doing core, because you just feel them the most, right? You're gonna feel a little sore tomorrow, probably, if you're going all out today. In a good way, not in a bad way. All right, so let's focus, last round, keeping that tempo up. We still gotta squeeze in some lower back strength to finish. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join me every week. You will get notifications. If you just want more core work or more stretching or more low back stuff, check out my other playlists. Got a lot of little workouts, easy stuff, PT tips, and strength, and core, and some nutrition, all of it. Last few here, stay focused. Shoulders are back. Rotate, full range of motion. In 4, twist, 3, 2, 1, ankle grabs. Last round, let's do it. Not taking breaks. Maximize your time. Tuck the chin and abs are braced. Rib cage is down. Reach. Really reach. Work those obliques. Touch those ankles if you can. Last round. Make it just as good as your first round, maybe better than your first round, because now you know what to do, you know where to activate, where to target. The mind is powerful. Where am I working? Think about that. That will help you activate those muscles and engage them even more. Pay attention. Last few here. We have that V up. Whichever version you're doing, make it controlled. When the legs go down, your abs are on. Your lower back is glued down. In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Set yourself up. I start with my lower back press down. Exhale, come up. I keep it there. Head can be up or down. That is up to you. I would suggest you focus on that crunch. And when you get that crunch, you hold it here. Should feel fatiguing. This is hard. This is not an easy move, right? Whichever one, if you want to do this one, a little bit easier to stabilize the lower back, adding the weights, maybe you're just doing the legs. Sometimes I'll just start people with the legs. I don't care. All I care about is that this is locked in, right? Supported, stabilized, protect that lower back. Exhale. Exhale, we're almost done here. We're gonna turn over. As soon as we're done, we're gonna do a little bit of lower back activation, stretch. That's it for today. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Flip it over. Let's get into that lower back. Again, not really strengthening. I like to call this activation. Right? We're not doing heavy weights here for the lower back. A little bit of activation. Tuck the tailbone under just a little bit. Engage your abs. Opposite arm and leg is going to reach, lengthen to opposite ends of the room, and then lower. That's all you're doing. I want you to just wake up the whole backside of your body. If you are sitting at a desk all day, hunched over a bike, over a computer, on your car, wake up all the muscles on the other side of your body. Get out of that hunchy position. Let's activate here. Let's engage that whole posterior chain, all the muscles on the back side of the body. Wake them up. Gravity is always drawing you forward and down. So let's fight that. Let's work a little bit of these muscles on the back side of the body, the back of the shoulders, our lower back, our glutes, our legs. Tuck the chin in, reach, lengthen. Activate everything. Squeeze your butt, lift your arms, shoulders up, hold, and lower. Get some length in your spine. So it's not just about reaching, it's about reaching to opposite ends of the room. Lengthen through that spine. We start off with that nice tall spine, tall posture. Let's finish with that same tall spine, elongated spine and posture. Last few here, then we're going to stretch. And that is it for today. That's all I got. Last few. 2 more here. Lengthen, reach, activate. 1 more time. And then let's sink back into child's pose. So just bring the knees nice and wide. Give those hips some space. Again, none of us are that flexible. If you are, you're probably not taking my class. You're probably taking some other yoga class, right? Give your hips and back some space. Bring the knees nice and wide. If this doesn't feel good, then come onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. We're going to be there in just a second. Slow down the breath. This should just feel nice in the lower back and the hips. Nothing crazy. And then come onto your back. Take your time. We're just stretching. We're cooling down. Again, I'm going to just guide you through a nice, easy stretch, cool down. If you have other moves that feel good, now is your chance to add them in. This class is for you. I'm just your guide. Hug those knees into your chest. Rock your knees side to side. Give your lower back a nice little massage. Should feel nice and mellow. Just massaging that lower back. Easy. And then when you're ready, let that left leg extend long. Right, let's just hug that right knee into the chest, nice and comfortably. Find a position that feels good. Roll the ankles and the toes around. Get some mobility in the feet and the ankles. Wake those toes up. Let's roll that hip around. Get into that hip joint a little bit. Just taking note if you feel anything that feels tight, that you've been neglecting, like, oh yeah, I forgot, my hips are really tight, or my lower back, whatever. Now is your chance. Just use these last few minutes just to kind of hone in, work on some stuff that probably needed to get worked on, even too busy. With that left hand, bring that right knee across your body. I want you to find the angle on your body that feels right, that feels like a good stretch, right? So you might be here, might be here, might be here. You might be more rotated off the mat. Again, you're gonna look different doing this than I am because we're built differently. So find the position that just feels good. I feel like a nice stretch, whether it's your back or your hips. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale out through the mouth. Release any tension, shake the head out. Noticing if you have any tension anywhere, any other stretches that feel good. Now is your chance. Getting a nice stretch through that whole right side. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, come back to center, figure 4 stretch. Again, these should just feel good, like a good, nice stretch. If anything's not feeling right, modify, change it. Reaching through for thread the needle. If this feels nice to you, like a nice deep hip opener on that right side. Roll the shoulders out, releasing any tension. Let it go. Shake the head side to side, releasing any tension. Let it go, let it go. We're almost done with this side. We're going to switch sides in just a second. And then when you're ready, unwrap that right leg, shake it out. Let it go, let it go. Hug that left knee in. Roll the ankles and the toes around. Finishing off with this left side. Roll nice little hip circles, nice and easy. Just mobilizing those joints. Bring that knee across your body. Again, finding the position that just feels right to you. Open that left arm out. Right, so this might look different on you. Maybe the knee is lower. Maybe you're more here. Maybe you're all the way rotated. Whatever feels right to your body. Slow down the breath. Get a nice stretch through that back and shoulder. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Nice for the digestion to get into some of these rotational poses. Again, a lot of this oblique, all of these twisting, kind of nice for the digestion as well. Last breath here. Come back to center. Figure 4 stretch. Reaching through for thread the needle if that feels good on that hip. Rolling the shoulders. Shaking the head. Let all that stress go. Let it go. It does not serve you. Let it go. Shake it off. Breathe it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Slow down that breath. One more time. Nice slow inhale through the nose. Hold for 2. And then exhale out through the mouth. Slowly. Unwrap that left leg. Place both feet onto the floor. Let's just finish in seated. We've just got one more move. Rock the knees side to side, nice and gentle. Stretch for the hips and lower back. Roll onto your side. Meet me in seated, coming up into seated. Prop yourself up, sitting however you want. You do not need to sit cross-legged. Let's just finish with that tall spine, that tall posture. Take this with you through the rest of your day. Again, this is how I cue my patients. Ears over shoulders. This is just alignment. Tuck the chin in. Ears over shoulders. Elongate. Inhale, reach to the sky. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale it out. One more time, and then that is it for today. Inhale, tuck the chin in. Ears over shoulders. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. And then exhale it out. That is it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Join me next week. Subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body and mind. I will see you guys next time. See you later.